Hey. Hey guys. Hope that you guys are doing great. I feel like I'm close up. Hey everyone coming in. Hey. Waiting on more women to come in. We're going to talk about fibroid triggers today. We're also going to talk about, of course, PCOS triggers, okay? So, and when I say triggers, I mean the things that spark the plug for these things to develop in the body. Thank you so much for the likes. That's really important because you want to know whether you have these issues or not. You want to know what exactly triggers these issues, what makes them worse, okay? When it comes to, PCOS and fibroids. But you can also, with this live, you can also use it for other reproductive health issues, such as, blocked tubes, heavy bleeding, ovarian cysts, all of these things. I love when you come on here and keep us in check and educated. The body can heal. Absolutely. Hey, Ebony. Yes, the body can heal. The body can heal. I love coming on here too and letting you guys know and just, that thank you so much for coming to the live, Ebony, and letting you guys know that the body can heal. Our wombs can heal. We have to stop being stuck in this, in this modality where we think that we have to go through surgery in order to get rid of these issues, or we have to be on birth control to get rid of these issues. Because honestly, birth control and surgery, they don't get to the root cause of the problem. And that's why a lot of women have been suffering for decades, even with fibroids, with PCOS. So that's why I do what I do. And for those that are coming in, if you're new here, hi. If you're new, put a 1 in the chat if you're new. And also I want to say this too, for ladies that are new, and also the ladies that are returning as well. My name is Sasha. I'm a holistic woman wellness specialist. And what I do is I help women who have fibroids and other reproductive health issues. I help them get to the root cause of the problem in order to heal. Hi, Brendalyn. Hi, Sunshine. Welcome. Okay, thank you guys so much for being on the live. So it's really important when you have fibroids, when you have PCOS, when you have these reproductive health issues. What I do is I help women get to the root cause of the problem on what caused these issues to develop in the body. You help them get to the root cause of the problem and heal the problem from the root, so that they don't have to deal with these surgeries, these fibroid surgeries. They don't have to deal with all this medication. They don't have to deal with going through years and years of suffering. I help them get to the root cause. You call me Brenda. Okay, I'll call you Brenda. Hey, Brenda. So really, really important. You have to understand that when it comes to reproductive health issues, it's due to our habits, okay? Yes, it could be inherited. It could be, I'm not going to say passed down genetically, but, estrogen dominance, which is the root cause of these issues, can be, passed down. So it's really, really important for you to understand this. But when it comes to our bodies, we have control over our bodies and our womb. So just because your mother had fibroids or your mother had PCOS and your mother had these issues does not mean you have to have these issues as well, okay? It doesn't mean that. So don't think that you're stuck with these conditions for the rest of your life, because that's not true, okay? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about fibroid triggers. We're gonna talk about fibroid triggers first. If you have fibroids, put a 1 in the chat, okay? This is a safe space, okay? As somebody, I dealt with fibroids twice. I had adenomyosis, okay? I'm happy you're here, Sunshine, because this too applies. If you've had endometriosis, adenomyosis, this applies too, because again, these all have the same or very similar root causes, okay? So yes, you got it. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you have fibroids, for ladies that have fibroids. So, and if you have PCOS, hey, Sai, if you have PCOS, put a 2 in the chat, okay? So what happens though is we think that these issues, come out of nowhere. Some of us think they come out, or they just run in the family. We think we have no control, and that's not true. You have polyps, okay? So that's again, any issue dealing with the womb is going to be good for this live. So definitely stick around, Felicia. Okay, I see some ladies in here with fibroids. Thank you guys so much for commenting. Okay, so let's talk about fibroid triggers. Okay, let's talk about it. First and foremost, we know when we're talking about fibroid triggers, okay, that if you've been following me for any length of time, and ladies that are new, when we talk about fibroid triggers, this goes to polyps, heavy bleeding, okay, blocked tubes, endometriosis, adenomyosis, ovarian cysts, right? The root cause of this is, one of the root causes is estrogen dominance, okay? So this is a trigger. When you are estrogen dominant, this is the most common hormonal imbalance for women, right? So this is when you're dealing with cramps. When you're dealing with, if you're dealing with cramps on any level, on your cycle or before your cycle, you're estrogen dominant. Cramps, heavy bleeding, you're bleeding more than 4 days, right? You have issues during your cycle. Okay, if this is you, put a 1 in the chat. If this is you. You have any type of issue during your cycle. I'm talking about from somebody's trying to join. What is the trigger? Indeed, only 2 days. Okay, it's called estrogen dominance. So when you are bleeding more than 4 days, right? Even during your cycle, when you are dealing with cramps, breast tenderness, when you're dealing with all these issues, bloating, because that's inflammation, right? When you're dealing with this all in your cycle, that's a form of, that's estrogen dominance. When you're doing PMS, PMDD, irritability, anxiety, depression, any type of autoimmune disorders as well, any issues with the thyroid, all of this stuff is estrogen dominant. So a lot of women, like when they have, from the time they have their first cycle, they are dealing with estrogen dominance, right? You're dealing with estrogen dominance due to a lot of women, girls, when they first have their first cycle, they're dealing with pain, cramping. Some people are even vomiting during their cycle, right? Heavy bleeding, these things come from, so when you don't resolve the issue, when you don't rebalance the hormones, what happens, right? This sparks the plug for things like fibroids to occur, things like, thyroid issues, things like, blocked tubes, like these issues, right? It stems from a hormonal imbalance, okay? So it's really important that as you're on your womb healing journey, as you're on your journey to shrink and dissolve these fibroids, as you're on your journey to reverse PCOS, which can be done, I've helped people do it, okay? When you have PCOS, you have a damaged endocrine system, okay? So it's really, really important that I need to put my phone on do not disturb, because I'm just getting all types of notifications. I'm sorry about that. So when it comes to that, right, you have to get to the root cause of the problem. You have to get to the root cause of what's causing. You have to get to the root cause of the problem, right? You have to resolve this from the root. You have to rebalance your hormones, right? That's very important. That's why I actually just did for ladies that were able to attend, I actually just did a Reset Your Hormones workshop. What was it, last week? Because it's really important for you to repair your endocrine system. Your hormones have to be in balance in order for your body to function the way it's supposed to. When your hormones are out of balance, this is how we get heavy bleeding. This is how we get cramps. When your hormones are in balance, you're not gonna have bloating, cramps, breast tenderness during your cycle. It's not gonna happen. You have to stop normalizing these things. So this is, again, a trigger for fibroids, for PCOS, is estrogen dominance. So if you notice that you're dealing with heavy bleeding, you're dealing with these issues, resolve them so it doesn't spark the plug for fibroids to occur, for polyps to occur, for endometriosis to occur. Brenda, so I have if you have heavy bleeding, Brenda, I'm not sure if you have heavy bleeding or what you're dealing with, but I have a whole training on that. I have how to eliminate heavy cycles on my, if you go to my link, it's only $27. I have a whole link in case you're dealing with heavy bleeding, okay? So that's gonna go up by midnight, so make sure you grab that, okay? Okay, so if you have a heavy cycle, definitely grab that training. It's only $27. It'll go up, and it's going up by midnight. Okay, I've been talking about that all week, the training, right? So the link is in my bio, by the way. So when you are estrogen dominant, you know why it's very serious? Because this can lead to, infertility even. A lot of women that are dealing with quote unquote unexplained infertility is estrogen dominance. You can deal with that, or you can deal with, at its worst, breast cancer, uterine cancer, ovarian cancer. This is where these cancers come from. That's why it's so important to resolve it. If you see your daughter dealing with painful cycles and all these symptoms, you want to resolve it so she's not a risk factor for fibroids and infertility and PCOS in the future. It's so important to get these things as early as you can, okay? And it's never too late. I want to let you know, but still, you don't want to wait on it and not do anything about it. Okay, it's so important. When you're dealing with estrogen dominance, your body continues to deteriorate until things just get worse and worse. When you allow it just to go on. Thank you guys so much. Yes, if you're not following me, make sure you guys are following me. If you're interested in topics on how to heal your womb naturally, your fibroids naturally, your PCOS naturally, your endometriosis or ovarian cysts naturally, and I always say this, I'm not for women that want to have surgery. Women that want to have surgery for these issues, I'm not for you, because I'm holistic, and we want to focus on that. Right now I'm in the hospital due to adenomyosis, heavy bleeding. Sunshine, are you in the States? I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes, a lot of women end up in the hospital due to heavy bleeding, and you have to understand that these are things you can resolve on your own. You do not have to suffer with heavy bleeding, okay? But you will have to change a lot of your lifestyle and diet habits for sure when you're dealing with heavy bleeding. You have to stop that blood loss so you don't end up being anemic, or if you're not already, okay? Because anemia, I always talk about anemia. Anemia is literally deteriorating the body, right? If our red blood cells, but the oxygen is not able to get to our vital organs, that's a problem, okay? So let's talk about fibroid triggers. So when you have an issue, when you have an impacted lymphatic system, no, I'm not, I had a block out due to this. They gave me blood. Where are you located, Sunshine? My best friend period last 2 days. Is that okay? That's fine. That's absolutely fine. But it depends on what else is going on, because if how's her hormones? How's her gut health? How's her reproductive health? You're in the UK? Okay, you're in the UK. Okay, so make sure, Sunshines, check out that training that I have on how to eliminate heavy bleeding and start working on it tonight, okay? Because you don't want to continue dealing with this. I always have thyroid. Yeah, thyroid issues and fibroids or heavy bleeding, they have the same estrogen dominance, okay? So impacted lymphatic system. Listen, when you have a lymphatic system that's not cleansed, what's the lymphatic system? It's the body cellular waste system, right? So when we have a lymphatic system that's congested, and you will know, your gut health will tell you, your cycles will tell you, if you have fibroids, PCOS, and anything like that, you know you have a congested lymphatic system. It's not removing toxins from the body, right? It's clogged up, right? If you have things like, let's say, like gut health issues, bloating, cellulite, constant sugar cravings, right? If you're dealing with excess weight, these are things that's gonna means that your lymphatic system is impacted, right? Is congested. So we have to get that lymphatic system healthy, right? We have to repair our lymphatic system because it helps our body. Your part of your immune system is in your lymphatic system. So you have to understand that this is a really important system in the body. We want to make sure that this system in the body is cleansed, is not congested, right? Is working efficiently, right? In order to because here's the thing, when it's not, this is when we allow toxins in the body, right? To disrupt the body. And we don't want that. And this is how we allow toxins in the body to, that leads to things like, if you guys don't mind, can you tap on the screen to like the video? If you're enjoying the video so far, all you have to do is tap on the screen to like the video. That's it. So we can get the algorithm can push it out to more people. All you have to do is to like the video, ladies. All you have to do is tap on the screen if you're enjoying the conversation. Thank you so much, Brenda, for liking the video. Thank you. Let's get the likes up a little bit. Okay. Thank you, ladies, for liking the video. Thank you, Erica. So when it comes to that, you want to make sure that you're doing. Thank you so much for liking the video. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, Donnet, thank you. Yes, ladies, like the video. If you're enjoying the conversation, please like the video. All you have to do is tap on the screen. That's literally it, okay? So when we have surgery, you're impacting the lymphatic system even more. When we have surgery, when we're cutting into our lymph vessels, you're impacting the lymphatic system even more. That's why women that get surgery, they end up getting fibroids again and again. They're not getting to the root cause of the problem, okay? So make sure that you're understanding that there's a deeper reason why these fibroids occur. Thank you so much for sharing the live. It's not just because it came out of nowhere. No, it's your diet, it's your habits, right? It's also a lot of times us holding on to a lot of things that happened in the past and not releasing them. Having a lot of unhealthy habits and allowing unhealthy people around us. Okay, this does impact the health of your body, especially the health of your womb. Okay, so let's talk about not just access, not just the impact of the lymphatic system, also excess weight. When you're dealing with excess weight, okay, yes, this does have an impact on, does raise your risk for fibroids and other reproductive health issues. Not saying that everybody that has fibroids is overweight. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when you are, when you're overweight, right, you have to understand your hormone levels are going to be higher. So what happens is that we increase the risk for things like fibroids, PCOS, and other things to occur in the body, okay? Because again, the estrogen dominance means that we have excess estrogen in the body. So this is really important, okay? That you get to, and when you're rebalancing your hormones, when you're balancing your hormones, when you're on your womb healing journey, your body would naturally shed the weight, shed the excess weight. Now, you shouldn't be losing too much weight now, because if you're losing too much weight, like to the point where you're looking sick, you're not doing it the right way. Because when you're replenishing nutrients in your body, you're not supposed to look sick. So because I know people that are really on the slim side are going to say, I don't want to lose any weight. You're not going to lose weight when you actually are rebalancing your hormones. You're not going to lose any more weight than your body needs to release, pretty much. And you have to understand, you're not even really, when you're losing weight, you're losing waste, okay? You're not just losing weight, you're losing waste in the body. A lot of us have 10, 20 pounds of waste in the body that needs to go so your body can heal, okay? especially around the waist. Absolutely. Yes. Sai, when you have estrogen dominance around the waist, around that midsection, a lot of women have a lot of weight around that area. Midsection, the lower abdomen, those are key areas that mean that you're dealing with lots of estrogen, okay? So we have to work on that. Now, I'm not saying that you have to hyper focus on the scale, but you have to start, again, changing your habits, okay? You can't just allow that to go on. Let's talk about stress. Now, I want to say this video is going to be part 1 of a 3-part series, okay? So if you want to, stay through the whole series, which is part 2 will be tomorrow, make sure you're following me. Make sure you also click the link in my bio to join my email list, okay? Click the link in my bio to join my email list as well, okay? They did a scan yesterday and also did a biopsy, okay? Okay, Sunshine. So they're trying to scan for fibroids or just heavy. Are you just dealing with heavy bleeding? So, ladies, if you have a question, you can put it in the chat as well. So, excess weight, right? You want to get to a healthy weight. Now, let's talk about stress, because this is a huge one. And then we're going to talk about food. Okay, so stress, when you're dealing with stress, like, whether it's from work, whether it's from your relationships, whether it's just from everyday stressors, and you are not doing anything to release that stress, which a lot of people aren't. You just, if you're dealing with constant stress, this again leads to, stress feeds fibroids, right? This does lead to high cortisol levels, and this will introduce things like fibroids into your body, introduce things like, adenomyosis and endometriosis, and all other issues in the body, right? When you're dealing with constant stress. Now, we all get stressed out sometimes. Ladies, if you don't mind, can you guys like the video? We're not getting likes today. Are you guys enjoying not the podcast, the live? All you have to do is click, to tap on the screen to like the video. We have less than 200 likes. If you don't mind, can everybody on the live just tap on the screen? That's all you have to do. Just everybody on the live, just tap on the screen. That's literally all you have to do to increase the likes in the video, okay? That's all you have to do. You just tap on the screen. Let's get it up a little bit. Thank you, Shamika. Thank you, Sai. Thank you, Donette. Thank you, guys. Yes, everybody, if you guys don't mind, please tap on the screen, like the video. Okay. Thank you, Brenda. Okay, so when it comes to that, and let me know if you guys have any questions. Adenomyosis. Okay, you have adenomyosis. Okay. So are they doing a scan to see whether it got worse, or why are they doing a scan? Sunshine, give me some more information about that. So when you're talking about stress, you have to think about it. What are some things that you do to relieve stress? A lot of people are not doing anything to relieve stress. And I'm talking about on a daily basis. I'm not talking about getting your hair and nails done. I'm talking about what are you doing for your emotional health? What are you doing for that wellness for you? What are you doing for you? It's really important to really get your stress levels down. When your body is stressed, your body cannot even digest food properly. Did you know that? When your body is stressed, that means your body's in fight or flight mode. And this is when your body is always in that mode, it's very detrimental to your body, right? Your cortisol levels are up. That means your progesterone levels are lower. And what does that do for the estrogen in your body? It makes it wreak havoc. So you literally are, it gets thicker. You literally are kicking your body out of balance when you are stressed, when you're stressed, okay? So just keep that in mind. So you have to find ways to get your stress levels down, whether that's journaling, whether that's maybe talking to somebody about it, right? Whether that's asking for help, whether that's getting looking for a new position that's not as stressful, right? Whether that's getting a new partner, right? It just depends on what's causing stress in your life, right? Some of us, we're getting stressed. We can control what's stressing us out, but we just choose not to. A lot of people are operating day to day in stress, in their body being in fight or flight mode. They've gotten used to that. They've normalized that, and I'm telling you, your body is letting you know that that's not, you're actually doing more harm than good. Okay, so that's very, very important. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're also more in tune with your body to know when your body feels stressed out. Because if you feel out of touch with your body, if you feel disconnected with your body, you won't even know when your body's stressed. You won't even understand when your body's stressed. Okay, you won't know. So you won't really feel it because you're always in stress, right? So you want to be more in tune with your body to understand your body's signals when it's in fight or flight mode, when your nervous system is being dysregulated. You want to understand that, right? So that's very important. They are saying hysterectomy can be a solution because there's no cure for it. Listen, don't let them take out your womb. That's one thing. The doctors will always say there's no cure for everything. They say the same thing for fibroids. You can't shrink fibroids, but we're doing it every day in my program. We're doing it all the time in the program. We've done it to multiple women, help them shrink and dissolve their fibroids. Adenomyosis can be cured. Okay, yes it can, but it takes work. You can't do the same things that cause you to have adenomyosis to cure adenomyosis. So now they want to take out your whole entire womb, because of adenomyosis, instead of actually telling you what to do to heal it. Okay, sunshine, don't do that. I'm telling you, I said in 2024, I'm not going to convince anybody not to have a hysterectomy that wants to have a hysterectomy anymore. But I'm telling you, you don't have to do that. Okay, and hysterectomy comes with a whole new layers of problems. But that's a whole other conversation. So stress also is, and let me just tell you something. Stress is also a trigger for PCOS and other reproductive health issues. Okay, so a lot of women, and then the issue is that when a lot of women get these issues, they get even more stressed out, right? Because they feel like there's no cure. They're just stuck in this life. If you're dealing with heavy bleeding, that's extra stress. If you're dealing with all these issues that fibroids bring on and PCOS brings on, that's even more stress, right? So again, these issues, when we're not resolving them, we're not doing anything about them, they add on more stress to our lives. Now, if we're doing the work to heal these issues and we see progress and we're, as we're doing the work, that's going to decrease the stress levels, okay? If that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense, okay? So very, very important. So what are you doing to heal your body, your womb naturally? What are you doing, right? Because if you feel like your body can't heal naturally, then your body won't heal naturally, right? If you feel like you have to be stuck in adenomyosis or fibroids or PCOS and that's just your life sentence, no. We can't do that to ourselves, okay? So you put yourself in a very disempowered state when you allow doctors to determine your future, number one, and also two, a very disempowered state when you allow them to do surgery on you, cut into your womb, take out your womb, right? Are they going to tell you the repercussions that come with that later on? No, they're not. They're going to make it seem like it's great. You take out your womb, everything will be okay. But what about the millions of women that are suffering on behalf of hysterectomies? What about that? They don't talk about that, okay? Because you put yourself in surgical menopause when you do hysterectomy. Then what? Then you have to be on hormones for the rest of your life? Then what, right? So let's talk about hormone disruptors. No, actually, let me talk about food first, okay? Before we get into hormone disruptors, okay? So when we're talking about hormone disruptors, we're talking about food. This is one thing a lot of people like to fight me on. I did a video about fish and chicken, like not to have fish and chicken when you have fibroids. It's not advisable because everything is clogged up in the body. Lymphatic system clogged up. Liver is congested, right? We have digestive system clogged up, backed up. So then why are we putting things in our body that's going to back it up even more? How long does chicken and fish take to digest in the body, right? And at this point, they're not really that heavy in nutrients anymore because of everything's being processed, right? Things have been taken, and when you put animal products in your body, when you have fibroids and PCOS and these other inflammatory conditions, you're worsening that, right? You're putting extra hormones into your body. You don't when you have fibroids, you already have, and all these other reproductive health conditions, you already have higher hormones. Like you already have high estrogen. You already have an imbalance of hormones, right? Your body can't eliminate the excess hormones like it's supposed to because it's congested, it's backed up. So then we go ahead and we put dairy on top of that, which is added hormones, right? And mucus forming. We put meat on top of that. We put all fish on top of that has parasites. So when we put these foods on top of what we're already dealing with, we worsen our conditions, okay? So I understand a lot of people think they can't live. I actually just got a comment today under that you shouldn't have chicken and fish if you have fibroids video. Somebody just said, I got your, what was it? My plant-based recipes ebook. I didn't think I could live without chicken and fish, but now I see I can. So if you have issues with your meals, if you have issues on what to do with, how do I eat? I have a recipes ebook. I have a 21-day womb healing, Womb healing meal plan, 21-day womb healing meal plan. That's literally like $22, right? That's gonna go up tonight. So you have resources to help you on this journey. I made sure that I provide resources to help you on this journey, right? So you have to eat easily digestible foods. Fruits and vegetables should be your best friend, okay? And a lot of us, I'm suffering from them now. From fibroids, are you saying fibroids or PCOS? Shay, The gyno told me adenomyosis is caused by hormonal issues. It starts off in the body as hormonal issues. Yes, it does. But guess what? You can rebalance your hormones, okay? You can reset your hormones. All these issues are caused by fibroids. Okay, so you're in the right place because we're talking about fibroid triggers. This is part 1, by the way. This is of a 3-part series. So I'll be back tomorrow and Saturday to talk about part 2 and part 3. But yeah, what I do for Shay, welcome to the live. What I do for a living is I help women get to the root cause of their fibroids and heal them and shrink them and dissolve them naturally, okay? Without cutting into their uterus, without, quote unquote medications and all those other things. But we have to, we have to revise, not just even revise, but we have to get to the root cause of the problem, and we have to revise our habits, right? We have to literally, I always say this, shift into a better version of yourself, because you have to get out of that modality you have to get away from that person that developed fibroids. And when I say that, I mean, what habits were you doing when you developed the fibroids? What were your habits, right? What were you eating? What was your everyday habits? What was your lifestyle like? Who were you allowing into your life when you develop habits, right? So it's really important. Really, really important that you get to the root cause of the problem. And, this is how we can track back to, okay, when I developed fibroids, this is what was going on in my life. You have to shift into a better version of yourself. Your body is calling for that. That's why it developed the fibroids. And like I said today, I posted today, it's not the fibroids, it's you. It's you. A lot of us blame the fibroids, but it's us, right? And that's especially for women that have reoccurring fibroids, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. What fruit and herbs are good to shrink fibroids? So any fruit is good. Sweet nay. When it comes to herbs are not going to shrink fibroids. What herbs can help you when you're already on your womb healing journey, right? And you've already made all the changes. Herbs can help kind of boost that. Herbs are great, don't get me wrong, but they're not going to shrink. They're not going to do the work for you. They're not going to do the work for you if you haven't changed nothing, okay? So we have to look at the root. So you have to look at the root cause. If I'm not addressing the root cause, if you're not addressing the root cause, you're not going to see success when it comes to getting rid of your fibroid. That makes sense, okay? So I have bad cramps. Okay, so if you have bad cramps, that means you're dealing with a hormonal imbalance called estrogen dominance, okay? So you too, when you have to get to the root cause, you have to repair your hormonal system. You have to rebalance your hormones, right? Because cramps aren't normal, okay? So I don't know if you have Papai City. I don't know if you have fibroids, but if you have cramps, you have a hormonal imbalance. I just told the doctor to take them out. You are heaven sent to me. Shay, yeah, and Shay, here's the thing. If you tell them to take your fibroids out, they'll come back. So what's the point? What's the point? Okay, get to the root cause of the problem. That's what you want to do. Should I get the plan that you have for adenomyosis? Will help. So what you should honestly, the 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids full bundle course will help you for adenomyosis because it helps for growth. So fibroids, cysts, adenomyosis, yes, it will help. Absolutely. It's me. But yes, what was I gonna say? So get that. I would get that. Now, if you just want something for heavy bleeding, I have and the one that's the 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids full bundle course is actually on sale. It's gonna expire on midnight. I've been saying that all week. Okay, so if you haven't gotten that, get it. It's only $250, and it comes with how to eliminate heavy bleeding. It's like a full bundle course, so it comes with many trainings. How to detoxify the liver, because you have to detoxify the liver when you have fibroids and these adenomyosis and these reproductive health issues. How to cleanse the lymphatic system. It comes with a meal plan, womb healing meal plan, and also a grocery shopping list, fibroid-friendly grocery shopping list that will also be helpful for adenomyosis. That also help heal my adenomyosis, and also it comes with a foods to avoid when you have reproductive health issues. And a whole 12 part with a bonus, 12 parts of healing your fibroids, what it takes to heal, to shrink and get rid of fibroids, okay? So if you want that, grab the course. It's $250 until midnight, okay? After midnight, it's gonna go back to the regular price. What do I do? For cramps, you gotta rebalance your hormones, Papai. Please pin the link. I don't know if I can pin the link. Unless somebody puts it in the chat for me. I don't know how. I can't write in the link. I don't know how, if I can't. I don't know how to do that. So if you go to Sunshine, go to the link in my bio. The link is in my bio. You'll see it. I don't know how to pin the link. Maybe I'll Google that so I can do it next time. But put the link in the and you guys that are on here, join my email list as well. So do you recommend pro and prebiotic? So user no. Because can I get it? What are you talking about, sunshine? All you have to do is go to my page and you'll see the link in my bio. Link in my bio, the top. Go to my page, you'll see it, okay? Okay, so no, because here's the thing, right? When it comes to prebiotic, probiotic, if you need that, that means that your gut health is absolutely a disaster, right? So why is your gut health, instead of trying to get a probiotic, what do? We have to start shifting the way we eat, because if you need that, that means that your gut health is in disarray, right? Your gut health is trash if you need a pro and prebiotic. So instead of doing that, no, change your diets, okay? Because when you're eating fruits and vegetables, contrary to popular belief, there's no prebiotic that you need, okay? And then they have animal products in them, and they're not really, there's a whole thing on prebiotics. They're not, And I noticed that a lot of people that take them, they're not really the healthiest people, but that's another conversation. You're welcome. So how do I balance it? So if you, you have to change your diet and lifestyle. You have to change your diet and lifestyle. And if you want to learn how to fully repair your endocrine system, how to repair your balance, how to reset your hormones, I have a course on that called, if you don't have fibroids, you can get the Restore Your Womb course. So get that. Or what else do I have that will help with that? You don't have heavy bleeding. If you have heavy bleeding, let me know, because then you can get the How to Eliminate Heavy Bleeding course. That's only $27, okay? So if anybody has heavy bleeding, grab that course, because it's gonna go up tonight, okay? That course is amazing on how to get rid of heavy bleeding, because if you have heavy bleeding, this can lead to anemia. This can lead to so many other things. You should not allow, even if you don't have fibroids, if you have heavy bleeding, that's still a reproductive health issue. That's still a hormonal issue. So don't allow it. So get the Restore Your Womb course if you want to learn how to just balance your hormones. That's it. Okay. And also, it comes with all the tools you need to do that. Okay. So hormone disruptors, very, very, very important. Hormone disruptors, right? What's a hormone disruptor? First of all, food can be a hormone disruptor. A lot of these processed foods are disrupting the hormones, right? When we talk about, you look in the back of the box and it's all these chemicals, all these things that you can't pronounce. That's not food, right? So if you're eating foods with lots and lots, like overly processed, that's not food. And a lot of people are eating too much processed foods and not enough real foods. Okay, so make sure that a lot of the foods that you're eating too are growing, foods that actually grow from the foods that actually grow from the earth, right? Fruits and vegetables, right? Grains, things like quinoa, seeds, nuts, things that are real, that are real. Not foods that have a million different ingredients. That's not food. That's not food, because I know when I say don't eat chicken and fish, people are like, what can you eat? I'm like, you can eat real food. You know that, right? There's a lot of different types of, vegetables out there, fruits out there that you can experiment with, that you can eat, right? That's, again, you need fiber. You need to start cleaning out the system. That's what you need to do, because when you have these issues, you're backed up. The gut health is in disarray. If you have fibroids, heavy bleeding, hormonal issues, right? PCOS, okay? So just understand that when I say hormone disruptors, number one is food, but also things like birth control. Okay. So if you're watching this and you're on birth control, you need to get off, because it's worsening your condition. I don't care if you have PCOS, adenomyosis, fibroids, it's worsening your condition. Okay. Because birth control is suppressing your own natural hormone and flooding your body with fake hormones, synthetic hormones. Your body knows the difference between synthetic hormones and real hormones. Okay. So just understand that, okay? It's really important to understand that, right? So what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, get rid of the birth control, because the birth control is not allowing you to ovulate every month, and it's healthy to ovulate. A lot of women don't understand that, right? And when you get off the birth control, literally what happens is the body goes crazy, right? Your periods go crazy. That's because of all the damage that you've done to your body. You've literally polluted your body with toxins, right? So you have to detoxify all that stuff. I have clients that have been on birth control before. I have to help them detox all that trash from their body, because the body can't heal when it's overloaded with these fake hormones. So if you're on birth control, get off of it, okay? Thank you so much, Peaches, for sharing the live. If you're on birth control, get off immediately. If you tied your tubes, untie them, okay? What do you think about plastic bottled water? So that's really good. If you can't drink from a glass, I can't, I'm trying to if you can need a drink from a glass, but I know that some water bottles are BPA free, so at least stick with that at the, if you cannot drink from glass, okay? How do you feel about hypotherapy, colon hypertherapy. Do I need a meal plan? Yeah, so you can get, yes, I have. If you don't know what to eat, then get the meal plan. If you're like confused about what to eat when you are healing the body, you don't know how to structure your meals, get the 21-day meal plan. But the Restore Your Womb course has several meal plans, just to let you know. It has several meal plans. So you don't need it if you have the if you're getting the Restore Your Womb course. But if you just want the meal plan on its own, you can get that from the link in my bio. It's called the 21-day womb healing meal plan. It's only like, I think, $22. So colon hypertherapy. So when it comes to that, right? When it comes to colon hypertherapy, here's the thing, right? If you need it, there's an issue with the way you're eating. There's an issue with your habits, right? So, okay, you get the colon hypertherapy, which will probably take out good and bad bacteria, which is not the best. Your body is supposed to be able to release waste naturally. So what are you going to do? Get that all the time? Your body's supposed to be releasing waste naturally every single day. If you're backed up, you have to change your habits. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not a fan of colonics and laxatives and all these things, right? Our body's supposed to naturally do this. So if your body's not actually releasing waste, there's something wrong. So what you're gonna have to do is get rid of what's wrong, right? And change your habits, and then your body will release waste like it's supposed to. If that makes sense, okay? Which one should I get? The $22 meal plan? It depends on what's your goals. So if you want to just, if you just need help with your diet, then yes, you don't know what to eat, get the meal plan, the $22 meal plan. But if you need help with getting rid of fibroids, you need to get the 12 Steps on How to Shrink Your Fibroids full bundle course, okay? Me and my daughter are on birth control. What is the alternative not to get pregnant? So Shay, tracking your cycle. So there's only a few days a month you cannot get pregnant. That's gonna be around ovulation, about 2 days before you ovulate, your ovulation day, and like 3 days afterwards, right? There's only a few days a month that you can get pregnant. So knowing your body, tracking your ovulation, understanding your 4 phases of your menstrual, the 4 phases of your menstrual cycle, the 28-day menstrual cycle, we have to learn that because a lot of women don't know their bodies, right? So this is you track your cycle. You're supposed to know when you're ovulated as a woman. And if you don't, we got to rebalance the hormones and, so you can be more in tune with the body. That makes sense, okay? So I understand that people get on birth control to not get pregnant. Well, honestly, there's some people that get on it because of the fibroid symptoms, right? But here's the thing. Birth control does not, take away from STDs and things like that, right? I'm just talking about people that's not married, right? That I'm not judging anybody, but I'm just saying, just if you have a teenager on birth control to stop them from getting pregnant, it can't stop other things from happening, right? So condoms, for teenagers, for people that's not, but you use that at your own discretion. I'm not telling you guys what to do, but I'm just saying, right? I don't think women should just be on birth control and just think that I don't know. It's just, to me, it doesn't make any sense because there's STDs out there. But track your cycle. Okay? Hi. Which one should I get? I have adenomyosis, so please let me know which plan to get. The 12 Steps on How to Shrink Your Fibroids full bundle course, Sunshine. I said that in already. That is also good for adenomyosis, okay? 12 Steps on How to Shrink Your Fibroids full bundle course. The link is in my bio, okay? Okay, so does anybody have any questions on the conversation that we're having today? So also, if you're getting, so ladies that are getting like hair relaxers, perms, these are again have endocrine disruptors in them. Soy, so products with food with soy has endocrine disruptors in them. You want to avoid these type of foods. So I'm talking about soy, tofu, things like that. And a lot of packaged foods have soy. So when you have packaged foods, you want to look in the back, and if it has soy, it'll say it in bold. I know in the U.S. they'll put it in bold. If it has dairy or eggs or these things that you don't want to eat that feed fibroids, that feed viruses and pathogens in the body that you want to avoid when you have fibroids, they put them in bold. Okay, so Sunshine. Okay, Sunshine. Thank you for letting me know. Does anybody have any questions? And I already told you what to do, Sunshine, so I don't know. But you want to get to the root cause of the problem, right? All those issues, Sunshine, are from the same root cause, estrogen dominance. So let's talk about fertility treatments as well, because that's another thing too, that again will disrupt your hormones. The fertility industry is not going to tell you that though, and I know that infertility is a huge thing right now, with women being, a lot of women are infertile due to a hormonal imbalance, due to having these reproductive health issues. But here's the thing, when you go to IVF, you're polluting your body with more excess hormones, right? So instead of you actually healing the body so you can naturally conceive, your body's meant to conceive, but you have to, again, provide the space for it to do so. It can't do that when the liver's overloaded, when the body has a lot of people that have fibroids cannot conceive due to the location and all these issues with your womb, right? So we have to get to the root cause of the problem. What's causing your body not to be able to conceive? So stop, just going to, and these are doctors' faults because they're just telling people, hey, just get IVF. Not telling you what it's doing to your body. Not telling you how it's polluting your body. Not telling you that it's flooding your body with all these synthetic hormones, okay? So that's another thing. Now, so avoid endocrine disruptors, right? Like soy, even dairy can be considered one. Avoid things that contribute to inflammation, because again, these are two inflammatory issues as well, right? So if you're eating foods and they're contributing to you getting bloated and feeling like these are foods you need to stop eating, okay? And you'll see a lot of these things are like meat and things like that, right? Dairy. These foods are just like again, not digesting properly in the body. You need foods that are easily digestible, okay? You are backed up when you have fibroids, when you have these issues. You need foods that are easily digestible, okay? So now, if research shows that there is no genetic predisposition to fibroids, however, if your mom dealt with things like, estrogen dominant issues like fibroids, like PCOS, you are, because of the womb, that can be passed down to you. However, that doesn't mean that estrogen dominance can be passed down to you. That does not mean that you have to live with it. You can reverse this, okay? You can rebalance your hormones and reverse it. So we cannot use the excuse, it runs in my family anymore. We gotta stop using that excuse, okay? You can heal your body, you can heal your womb. If it does seem like it runs in your family, how about you be the last person that it runs through? And you do the work to heal your body, heal your womb, so the next generation after you does not have to deal with these issues, right? Because we can't expect the next generation not to deal with. It's getting worse. We have 15-year-olds that have fibroids. We have 15-year-olds that have PCOS, right? Things are getting worse and worse and worse as time goes on because we're not doing anything about it. Most women are not doing anything about their fibroids, their PCOS. They're thinking surgery will heal them. And it's not going to. You feel good for 5 seconds and then you get the fibroids again. Many women have gotten fibroids time and time and time again, right? After having these surgeries. So the fact that we keep thinking that that's where we have to go to makes no sense. So keep that in mind. You can do the work to heal your body. And again, you can stop fibroids and things like that from continuously, running in your family. We can stop it right there. We can cut the cord, okay? So ladies, if you have questions, let me know. If you have questions, but if you have digestive issues too, even if you don't have fibroids, this is definitely a trigger for fibroids, right? If you have issues with digesting, if you always have issues bloating, you always have issues with the gut, this is definitely a, where you can easily get a reproductive health issue, right? Because if we're not, again, the body cannot release waste and it's being held up in the body. This is how a breeding ground for things like fibroids and PCOS and, other reproductive health issues, okay? So it's really important to catch that. Don't let your body, again, when you have issues with the gut, we have to start making some changes, right? Maybe it's your stress levels, because stress can cause gut health issues as well, right? Especially if you have the body in fight or flight mode all the time. Whether your lack of hydration as well, this one is big because a lot of people are not drinking enough water. And as I always say this is, we're made of 70 to 80% of water. So if you're not getting enough water, that's a huge issue. What are you eating and drinking things that's pulling water from the body? That, like sugary stuff, eating a lot of sugar, or eating things that break down that sugar, like white rice and all these things, right? That's very important too, okay? So any type of digestive issues, this is a breeding ground for fibroids, okay? So just keep that in mind. Get to the root cause of the problem. What's causing your digestive issues so that we can heal the gut, okay? Digestive issues will cause heavy bleeding and horrible cycles as well, okay? So very, very important. So, but yes, like I said earlier, this is part 1 of a part 3 series. We're going to go more in depth tomorrow, okay, in part 2. But I wanted to give you guys like some of these fibroid triggers, that's what's going on in your body when you have fibroids, so you can understand it on a deeper level, right? It's not just a lot of people just look at the fibroids. They're not thinking about fibroids as a full body issue. It is a full body issue when you have fibroids. It's not just a uterine issue, okay? So stop looking at just the surface level. What's going on in your body? What's going on in that liver, lymphatic system, digestive system when you have fibroids? All of this stuff is backed up. We have to clean this stuff out. We have to get to the root cause of the problem. We have to rebalance our hormones, right? And flood our bodies with hydration and nutrients, right? Because it's lacking that, okay? So hopefully this makes this, provides some help and also encourages you guys to make some changes. If you're not following me, make sure you're following me, okay? I have for ladies that are ready to get on their that you want to get rid of your fibroids today, you want to start applying steps today. I have a 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids full bundle course that's on sale until midnight. That's 30% off until midnight. You can get the link. You can get that from the link in my bio. Make sure you guys are following me. If you want to, also be here part 2, part 3, follow me, okay? If you want to be in on my lives, and make sure that you're also on my email list, because my email list is where I tell you what time these lives are, okay? You gotta be on the email list, right? And I also give a lot of information on the email list. So if you're not on my email list, get on it. If you just click the link in my bio, you'll see where to get on my email list. So also too, I have a training on how to eliminate heavy bleeding for only $27 until midnight, okay? How to eliminate heavy bleeding. It's amazing training. If you haven't gotten it, go run and get it, because midnight in less than 3 hours, it's gonna be gone. How is a sale bundle What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you talking about Sunshine? Sunshine, are you talking about the 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids full bundle course? It's 30% off for 2.5 more hours, okay? If that's what you're talking about. All right, so the link is in my bio. You go to my page, you'll see my bio on the top. The link is right there. If anybody has any questions on fibroids or PCOS or any of my services, let me know. If you want to work with me, send me a message, okay, or email, okay? You can. So one of these, stress, lymphatic system congested, could be the root cause of all of them. If you have fibroids, you have those issues by default. You have like, not stress though. I'm talking about if you have fibroids, your lymphatic system is congested, your liver is congested, okay? But stress can be also the root cause, but typically it's more than that, right? That's going on. How much is a cell bundle and what is the cost? I'm not sure what you mean. You talking about which cell bundle? Are you talking about the 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids full bundle course, Sunshine? Let me know. If you're talking about that, I can give you more information. Oh my God, my light went off. Sorry, y'all. What happened? Okay, sorry, y'all. My ring light went off. I don't know what happened. Did it burn or something? Like, what the heck? Okay, sorry, but I have to go. But let me know. What was I gonna say? My ring light went off, so I gotta end the live. What the heck happened? It's plugged in. Anyway, I have to go. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, real quick, my 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids full bundle course. It comes with how to eliminate heavy bleeding. It comes with how to reverse anemia. It comes with how to cleanse the liver, how to cleanse the lymphatic system. It also comes with the foods to avoid when you have reproductive health issues. It also comes with, yes, it does have with adenomyosis. It does, absolutely. It also comes with a fibroid-free meal plan and a fibroid-free grocery shopping list. It does help with adenomyosis. It does help with endometriosis. It does help with ovarian cysts, okay, and polyps as well, and fibroids as well, okay? So that is on sale until midnight for 2.5 more hours. It's $250. We have Klarna. We have Afterpay, okay? So if you are interested, it's usually $333, but you can get it for $250 until midnight. That is 2.5 hours. It's going up, okay? So grab it now. You can grab the link in my bio to grab it. Okay, does anybody have any other questions before I go? And if you're not on my email list, make sure you click the link in my bio to join my email list so you'll know when I'm doing part 2 of this training, okay? Anybody have any other questions? Okay, I think that's all. Okay, you guys have a great rest of your night, okay? Okay, I don't see any other questions. All right, have a good rest of your night. Tomorrow will be part 2. I'll probably be doing it earlier in the day. So if you're not on my email list, get on my email list so you know when I'm doing part 2, okay? All right, guys, have a great night. Love you guys. Be here for part 2. Part 2 is going to be amazing, okay? Bye.